This conference will now be recorded.
Correct. So yesterday we were talking about a topic of deviation from quality, where we used a term called as defect over there, right? And that this term is used by test engineers. That is what we said, right? And what did we define it as, right? Is a mismatch between the expected
values
and the actual values over there. But in the books, it will be mentioned like this: deviation from requirements, which is associated with user interface. That means when we are interacting with that application, the application is not responding as per the requirements, then we are considering it as a defect over there. And what did we did? We gave it to the developers. If the defect is genuine, they will accept it, right? And in their terms, it will be called as a bug, right? So this is being used by the developers term over there, right? These two, which we were having a discussion in the last class. So the next word is error. Now, how do we define this term as error? How do we differentiate the error with a defect over there? That we will have a discussion here. And the line says over here for you, error, deviation from requirements, which is associated with, I'll put it as source code. Now, whenever I put it as a source code, then where is it? We are talking about this. So at the defect section, we said requirements, which is right. So this tells you the external structure of that application. That is where we are talking about. And when this line says what is this line is saying to you all now? When we said source code, it is related to the internal structures there, right? That means the mistakes which are being done by the developers over there. In general line is a mistake of developers during development process. That is where we are talking about this source code, right? So how do we differentiate this error with a defect, right? How do you differentiate with defect and error? They say defect is an effect to application, and they say error is the root cause of defect. This is what I will say. Yeah, no problem, Mr. Gopi. You're on time. We are talking about the exact topic where we left over. Right. So we said defect which is affecting an application. Now, when the application is not functioning, where we took an example, something like this here, right? We said talking about functionality of pen over there, right? Is supposed to be writing. And if it is not writing, if it is not working, then we are considering it as a defect, right? Is it affecting that application, that particular product called pen? Yes or no? Not working, that means is affecting the application, the product called pen, right? Now, why it is not working? Where is it having a problem? Now, where is it? That will be your error over there, right? Where is the defect coming from? Maybe the ink not available, right? The pointer not available, right? Or completely the pen itself is not available. I can put all these reasons behind that defect over there, right? So that is what you're talking about. Where is the defect coming from will be the root cause of that is called as error. So the developers will be trying to solve. Fill up the ink, pointer is not available. If it is available, it is not writing, change the pointer, change the complete pen itself, right? Such kind of things you'll be talking about, where they'll be doing some modifications on the source code. We are into the software side. So they'll be doing some changes in the source code part of that application there, right? So that is what it is, error. In that similar manner, try to give some clarity onto these lines now. Detect a defect and identify a defect. Differentiate these two lines for me now.
When we get a like the mismatch between expected and actual values, we will detect that there is a defect. But actually, identifying is that when we actually see that where exactly the defect is, then it is like identifying.
That is what I was talking about it over here. Simple. Detect a defect as a test engineer, right? We tested the product, right? And found there is a defect. This is what I did, detecting a defect. Now, where is it coming from will be your identification, right? Where is the defect coming from will be identified. Is nothing but root cause over there, right? So that is what the differentiations between these two, defect and an error over here, right? There are a few more words for you now. A term called as mistake. How do we define this word here? Mistake. Mistake is a wrong way to accomplish a task, a wrong way to in order to develop a task over there, right? Is all considering as a mistake, right? Wrong way or incorrect process to accomplish the task is a mistake. Now, where is this coming from? This has been led from where? How did they develop the application in a wrong way? What is the reason? You have to go to the root cause of it, right? You start searching it. It is all coming from the base document over here, right? It is all, one second. Led from base document. And what is that base document is called as your client requirement document. You collected the requirements in a wrong way. What is it going to happen? The entire team is going to develop it in the same way what is it present in the documents, because you gathered the documents wrong. As I say, my requirement is 1 + 1 = 3. So what did you started thinking? Now, who the hell will say 1 + 1 = 3? By mistake, he has given it, and you also noted down as a 1 + 1 = 3. Change it, 1 + 1 = 2. What did you did? You gathered the requirements in a wrong way. Based on your requirements only, your developers will implement. Your testers will do the testing the same way. Now, end of the day, as a client, I'm not going to accept it as functioning, not functioning, blah, blah, blah. I'm not interested in that. End of the day, this is not my application, which I did not define it in this way. So entire process went wrong. From where it is, this is the reason, right? This is the root cause where we are talking about gathering the requirements in a wrong way, or the requirements been put up in a different manner, right? All these things you can say. It is the end of the day talking about a mistake over there for you, right? So that is how the term mistake will be. How do you define a problem?
Difficulty in performing a particular task.
Difficult in performing a task. That means you are not performing properly. Is that right? So you people are clients, right? Clients to this so-called organization over here. Are you people facing problems, or when do you people face problems? You're a client to learn this subject for this from this organization. So when do you people face problems? Why people are silent like this? This is like watching a silent movie. You people are so silent today.
Problem we will be facing it during the difficult times.
Yeah, that's what. When do you face that difficult time? What will be the problem from this? When do you raise these problems from this organization?
When we don't understand the process.
Right. Do not hesitate to give such an answers. I don't mind. You can bindas give me those answers. Right. So you are facing problems when me or from the organization, the product is not being delivered properly, or a product is being delivered a defected product. Now, who's going to do that? It is all about we test engineers' responsibility, right? So test engineer
Yes.
failed to find out defects. There are defects in the product and you fail to find out them, right? And you deliver to the client. Now, who's facing problems? That is why I made you put as a client for this example, right? Test engineer failed to find out any defects from product, right? Where client faces problems while using the product, that is how it has been used, word problem. But not to raise any of these terms, then what are we supposed to do here? We are supposed to do some testings, which we put them under factors of quality, right? In this factors of quality, we will discuss few of the factors, like 3 or 4 factors over here, few of them, which we don't want to discuss them entirely in this discussion itself at the very first level. As we get into the topics in the further, we'll see what are things you will be coming out over there. That we will see, right? Few factors we will have a discussion over here, right? The very first factor, I will mention it as correctness, right? How do you consider a product is correct, or when do you say the product is correct?
When it actually meets its requirements.
When it is running as per the requirements.
Sorry, sir.
If it is running as per the requirements of the product.
That's it. If it is running as per the requirements, that means your requirements are satisfied, it is done. The application should be running without any defects. Requirements should be satisfied. The entire functionality should be working properly with no defects. In one line, I'll put it like this, right? So that is where you'll say it as a correct product, right? When all client specified requirements are satisfied and functioning without any defects, then we can say it as a correct product. But that particular product, how user friendly will be, that I'll put it under my usability, right? User friendliness of application. Now, how do you consider an application, a product is user friendly? We've seen all the requirements are there, working, and there are no defects. So we said yes, it is a correct product. But is that product an user friendly product? If you say yes, then what is the reason behind the user friendliness of that? You can take up any applications, a mobile application which you are familiar with. You're familiar with WhatsApp, then we'll talk about your WhatsApp application itself. Now, is that WhatsApp application user friendly? Yes or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
How do you say it is user friendly?
So the basic need of WhatsApp is to text messages or send audios or everything. And when the user or the customer which is using that, when they find that it is easy to text one, see there are WhatsApp like things, there are Facebook, Instagram, everything. So why all people are using only WhatsApp is that it is very user friendly to text or send audio or everything. So when the any software or product is meeting the all the requirements of the customer and the customer is satisfied, then it will be user friendly.
1 second, sir. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you here. Right? It is user friendly. The whole line, whatever you said, is where I'm using it from so many days or so many months or years, which became as a user friendly for me. If it was not WhatsApp, then you picked up Facebook. Well, Facebook also has a chat option there, right? So why didn't you pick up Facebook as a user friendly then?
Yes, sir. Before WhatsApp, Facebook came and
before Facebook also there was Yahoo. Before Google, everything.
yeah, it is like updation of the product. See, Yahoo is there, Facebook is there, WhatsApp is there, but from time to time those apps are updating and the chat box is updating, so that WhatsApp is familiar to all of you.
That is the word you are using. It is familiar. That is why you are saying it's user friendly. That means there were Telegram. There is a Telegram app also for chatting. We are not using it. That means it is not familiar. So that means it is not user friendly.
Sir, WhatsApp graphical user interface is easy to understand, sir, rather than Signal and other apps.
Understand. Achha, what I'll do is I'll take you to the very first time where you people bought your smartphone, the very first time you install your WhatsApp, the very first day, right? If you people remember that day, right? Was that user friendly? The very first day, even a Facebook also. You picked up a word called Facebook application, then I will evenly talk about. You have to create some account, right? How was that? What was your situation during that day?
Yes, sir. In Facebook is that we have to create an account, we have to remember that password and everything. But in WhatsApp, with our phone number, we can log in. So
yeah, we are not talking about any password remembering or anything like that. The very first time you're sitting in front of a PC computer over there, you've seen someone else is using Facebook and they said, you don't have a Facebook account, right? They're like making yourself as a degraded kind of a thing. That means you're not having any account there, Facebook. So you started opening up a Facebook web page. Now, kya karna hai isko dekh ke? Very first time during those days. Did anybody help you in creating that account? Or in order to create an account, what did you did during that day? Yeah, that is what we are talking about. How easy it is to access. Your answer is in front of you people now.
We do not need any help doc to access it. It is easily understandable.
Yeah, I can say that because you are familiar, worked a lot, so you itself will tell the WhatsApp people, hey, we don't need a help document of yours. Ulta, I'll be giving you much more information related to that. But does the application has a help document? Yes or no?
Yeah, every application will have a help
Yes, sir.
document.
Yes, sir.
Right. That is the answer I needed from you. Every application has a help document, even though you are least bothered, right? You're familiar, fine, does not matter. Your parents are not familiar with all the IT applications nowadays, right? So you're not close to you're not nearby over there. Then how do they need to work on, right? So we'll show them the help document, whatever you have a queries, right? I want to work with the notepad, they say, hey, what is there in the notepad, right? But still we have a help document, right? What is it, what I can do, right? What any queries related to that, you can open up, right? You'll see these help documents, start working with this particular application example in front of you, notepad, a WhatsApp application, go to the settings, you have a help document, right? So every applications do have a help document which helps you in working with that, right? We did not see the help document while we are creating a Facebook account or a WhatsApp account over there, right? But still there is there, you can use that, right? I myself, I did not use the WhatsApp application for a payments option. In previous class, somebody told me there is a payments option in that. Then I got to know, okay, there's a payments option. I did not check it out. Now, in order to use that, what I'll do, I'll go to my help document, go to the settings, open help. How do we do the payments option? That I'll be considering it as helping me, which is a user-friendly application, not kind of an easy access, not kind of a familiar kind of an application. No. Now, is this good go-to-meeting which we are using it? Is it familiar? It is only familiar only for your sessions, right? The 10 days, 20 days, or whatever days you people get along with these sessions, it is only familiar during that time. Once the session is done, you'll turn back to go to meeting again. I bet you no.
No.
खत्म.
No,
अब
sir.
कहाँ से आ गया familiarity of this application? Somebody was saying familiar, right? So that is how it is, right? Even this go to meeting is also having an settings option. Go to it. How do we do it, right? I can bet like the very first time when you open one application, example as a go to meeting which we took. Now how do I start my meeting? Where do I click my meeting, right? Where is the access over there? How do I communicate with this so-called lecture person over here, right? So you just took a pause to start working with them. You just checked out all the options, right? You placed your pointer over there, there. Okay, these are this. Then you started. You did not just jumped onto it and started working over it, right? So that is what it is. You can use your help documents. In generally, we never did that. Ante kada? Right. Apart from help documents, can I say error message also helps you in understanding the application? Am I, yes? Is this right or wrong?
Yes, on how we are supposed to use if we are.
Right. Say like there is a login page for us. The requirements for the login page is user ID to accept letters. The password should accept the numerics. That is what the requirements they say, right? And when we are testing it, now we entered user ID, right? Test engineer entered user ID. A password. So what is your expectation over here? At this stage, what is your expectation?
It
Just to
throws
log
an
in.
error. It
To
throws
display
an
an error
error.
message, right?
Yeah.
Now tell me, is this error message right or wrong?
Right.
Yes, it is.
What about the rest of the team? Two people said yes.
Yes, sir, right.
No, sir.
There's another. No.
No,
Who's
sir.
that? Mr. Vinil says no, and somebody also said no. Why, sir? No.
Just password is wrong, sir.
That's it. Did you
The
got
path
Granny?
to be numbers, sir.
You have
But
you have used or right there in
That's a
between
grammar.
user ID.
That's a grammar mistake. Okay, chalo. And or I'll put both there now.
This case, the error statement.
बोल फिर के मेरे ऊपर आ गया आंसर आ गई प्रॉब्लम.
sir, it has to say password has to be numbers, sir.
It has to point out the object where we entered invalid. It is not to point out to the other object which is entered valid also. This is your Gmail application example for you, right? So how is your Gmail application over here? Here, I'm opening a Gmail page. Right. Gmail. Right. I'll go with my account, right? What I'll do is I'll use some email ID over there, right? abc.com, right? I'll click next and I enter some random passwords over there. Or else what I'll do is I'll use my account itself. That's my account, rather taking some blind thing. And what I'll do is I'll use some random letters over there. Now, what is your expectation when you click on a next? Is it supposed to show
Password is
invalid?
incorrect.
Sir, yeah, that's
It is only pointing out this particular part, right? It is pointing out only for the password. Password is wrong. If your email ID is wrong, it will show email is invalid over there, right? So the pin pointing out the object only which we made an invalid. So user-friendly error messages, user-friendly help documents over there, right? Now say like we are picking up a Facebook page here for you now. Facebook, I'll go for sign up. Now, what is your expectation? What will be the requirements for this first name? Facebook first name text box. What will be the requirements? Start generally thinking about it, right?
Letters.
Letters.
That's it, pakka, right? That means accepted are letters and rejected are
Numbers.
Numbers, symbols, special characters.
symbols, special characters, all the same.
Yeah.
Space
Yes.
and blank. So these will be rejected. These should not be accepted by that box. Chalo, what I will do is I entered letters, right? I press my tab. That means it is accepting. There is no popping up of an error message, right? I'll go back. You can see the surname. I left it blank, so I got an error message even there also. So blank is acceptable. Then what about the numbers? When I said numbers, it is not showing me any error message here then. Fine. You're talking about special characters. Here are your special characters. Press the tab. There is no error message again popping up. Right? You want a space, ABCD, giving a space, double space, making it clear on your screen. Right? Press the tab. There's no error message again. We used all those rejected, but still accepted. And making it clear for you, the first name is just your name over there. It is not going to be your account. Facebook account name is not related to the first name, right? Your mobile number or your email address will be related to that Facebook account. That's my number there as per my account. That is how I created it, right? So the error message should display then and there at the object where we entered invalid, or else when we click the sign up button or the login button. If it is not displaying over here, right? So I changed my password. I really don't remember my Facebook password over there. I just using my random numbers there. I'll click login because it is not showing me here until unless I click the login button. By the time it shows me display. So we got a clarity over here. It has to do it in this manner, or otherwise I will fill up the entire details over here. Right. Now, what is your expectation? You can see there are no error messages anywhere. Right. It is showing you something or the other. Where is it? We require everyone to use the name that use in everyday life, what their friends call them. Right. It is not accepting this name here. It is not showing an error message popping up then and there beside the object, but it started popping up and a message, error message, after clicking up a sign up button. That is what I'm talking about. Error message to be displayed then and there at the object, or otherwise after clicking up a so and so button over there. Right. So you got this clarity now. Usability, user friendliness of an application by ensuring providing of a help document or a corresponding error message, making it clear, right? Corresponding, that means pointing out to the object which we entered invalid over there, right? So that is it. another factor which we need to work on. And there's another factor called as portability. Now, what is mean by portability?
So we can use it everywhere, like in mobiles, laptops, or PCs, everything.
Compatibility.
It
That
can,
is what I typed.
yeah.
Compatibility,
Any platform.
otherwise, yes. Supporting. Yeah, you said sub platform. So I'll put that line here. Supporting two different platforms, or if you people are comfortable in using a word called environment like this, right? Different operating systems, different browsers, different hardware configurations, such kind of things. I gave you an example of yesterday, Selenium, right? So Selenium software, spelling mistake. So Selenium is compatible with different operating systems, different browsers, and different languages over there, right? So the client of the Selenium has asked his application to be developed in such manner, they had to develop in that such manner. But where we talking about a UFT, the unified functional tool, which we call it as, right? Now, can I say, is it compatible with Windows operating system? I'll make it clear for you. Any Windows, because there are different versions of Windows there, right? Is compatible with a browser of Internet Explorer and compatible with a Java or VB script languages over there. Now tell me, the second line which I type it is right or wrong? At this stage, the client requirement is different. At this stage, the client requirement is different. Right? We are not talking about a compatibility. That means it has to support all the operating systems or all the browsers. So there's a client coming down. He says, I want compatibility only to my operating system called Windows. End of the day, we have to work as per client requirements only, right? So the client for the UFT tool is Windows, he said. That means the application needs to be built compatible only for Windows. It is not supposed to support any other operating system, right? That is what you're talking about, compatibility, only Windows. If it supports to the other Mac operating systems also, then do you consider it
Then
as a
it is,
defect or no?
yes, sir, because it is violating the client requirements.
In that case, you'll be calling it as a compatibility defect, where it is not supposed to support, it is supporting, compatibility defect, right? So these compatibilities are of two types, which we are talking about right now is a front-end compatibility, whatever this code is, right? The operating systems, the browsers you call it as, right? All such kind of things. There's another one called as back-end compatibility, right? It's all about the database. You talk about database like the Oracles, the SQLs, the MS Accesses, right? All such kind of things do have come up like this. The compatibilities we are talking about, right? So we come down to another factor over there called as reliability. Now, what is reliability over here? Long duration of time. End of the day, it is all related to the performance which we are talking about over there, right? So this is a reliability over here, durability, one of the factor over here, right? So like this, there are a lot of factors which will come down as we keep on going with the topics over there, right? Let us talk about some of the terms which we keep on using it in these sessions over here, right? So they'll be saying all these factors are users of testings, right? I'll evenly put up few words. I want you to define them because all the time we keep on using these terms for you. Right. Who wants to define which one? They can pick up their own and start talking about it.
Program can be defined as a set of instructions
Right, perfect. Set of
soft instructions
instructions
or protocols.
that can be executed to get the desired output. Either you call it as instructions, either you call it as statements, set of sequential statements they call it as, right? The way you people have learned, maybe this is what you'll be talking about, right? Any other words?
Software
Mhm.
set of executable programs that are performed
Okay.
on an electronic device,
Okay, electronic,
like
you are
computer.
into electronic side, that is it. Set of programs that can be executed to run the application. This is electronic, I put everything into that.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah. Project is like the sequential steps that are followed to make the final product.
Right, I will accept that line there. But we'll form a sentence here, right? A proper sentence so that everybody gets into the ease of understanding over there. So you defined project, right? A solution which is going to be developed or which is developed based on requirements. Sorry, somebody was saying something. I was not able to hear you people clearly. If your voice is not clear, you can put up into a chat message over there. I will look into that. Right. Where are we? Project, a solution developed based on requirements which are collected from customer outside. Right. That is what the line says. Similar to that same line, I will evenly define it for the product also. Right. A solution developed based on requirements, right, which requirements which are originated within the company, which are within company. For your ease of understanding, it will be said like this: outcome of project is going to be a product, right? If you want me to define this in a simple language, right? Combination of products is a project, right? In another line you want me to put it, I'll put it here, right? The project is delivered to specific client, whereas product is delivered to multiple clients. Any confusion, or did you get this part?
Yes, sir, got it.
Yeah. Everybody clear with these terms there? Product, project. What about application? People forgot about that. What about application?
It is the basic where the software will be running.
That's it. Set of programs that can be executed to address the need of a customer. So what I'll do is at the bottom, I'll put it like this. We as a customers, we are in need of a WhatsApp application, right? Now, when we are in need of that WhatsApp application, what do we do for that purpose? What do you do for that need of WhatsApp
We'll
application?
install it.
We will install.
Right? You will install the
Software.
Now, the software has to be installed in such manner the developers, which they give some instructions, which is nothing but called as a program. In that case, the program output will be software, the software output will be application over there. Software, and the software output is application. That is what it is being put up over here. Any examples related to the product and project? If anybody is getting confused in those words, we will evenly put up in this also, right? So like example, yeah, I'm taking an Amazon as an example, right? But when you are browsing it, what is kind of an Amazon is basically an application, right? It's a web application or a mobile application kind of a thing, not considering as a project or a product over there. But for your easy understanding, I'm just picking up as an Amazon over here, right? Consider Amazon as a project. Then what are the products of Amazon are? What all things you'll be doing in the Amazon will be considered as your products.
Yeah, shopping, payments,
right?
credit card applications, everything.
Shopping is one product. Yeah, you said payments, right? And more else? The prime, you can say it as, right? All such kind of things do considered as a product over there, right? So the combination of products will be your project. So any applications you can pick up like this and start talking about it over there. Is the term clear? All these terms for you? So
Yes,
any product or a project, application, whatever it is, we will start developing it, right? So the developers will be developing the application, whereas test engineers will be testing that application. For this particular point, I would like to ask you a question over here, right? How many number of teams are in one development organization? That is my question. How many teams do you people find? I can sense you people started scratching your head there. Yes,
like
sir.
developers, testers. Do you want
Programmers, instructors.
Achha, what is programmers then? Is it related to developers or not?
Yeah.
End of the day, we have only two teams: a development team and eventually a testing team over there. So have a look onto the question which I raised over there. I said one development organization, right? If I remove this, now start putting the team right from their security to the CEO level or the management team. There's a security team, there's a cleaning team, marketing team, that team, this team, whatever team it is. I filtered everything. Said as development. So I'm least bothered you do the marketing and I'm least bothered the accounts department also. I'm only bothered about my developers developing the application and that developed application to be tested, right? So the developers team will be following a process to develop an application, right? Called as SDLC, which is called as
Software development life cycle.
development life cycle, right? And that developed application to be tested, we are also following our process. We are not blindly doing it, calling it as software testing life cycle. So we are not blindly developing it, neither blindly testing it. We are following our own processes. These processes will be done. Initially, we'll talk about the development life cycle. How is it to be developed? What is the process they are following? Test engineers, where are we involved? Right? All that to be discussed. When we are involved, what all things to be tested? That are all plans which we do it over here, right? At the testing life cycle. So tomorrow I'll start up with the software development life cycle discussions over there in the phases, right? That will be in tomorrow's topic. So till here, you have any queries? Let us talk about that now.
No, sir, but I want to talk to you personally. Can I, sir?
Yeah, sure, sir. One second. Related to that, let me stop the recording there. So any queries related to the subject, we can talk.
Sir, once scroll up.
Yes, sir. More?
More. Full.
Actually.
Yeah, thank you.
Taking the screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Finish? Scroll down more?
Yeah. Scroll down. Yeah, okay.
Yes, Mr. Saikiran, already I have sent you this introduction notes.
I am also first and second classes thinking, sir.
Introduction notes I haven't sent to you?
Yeah, send me, sir.
I have sent it, right?
Who?
Sir,
I am
the
not.
WhatsApp group is not yet
Here it is
created.
all introduction only happened.
Yeah, okay.
So tomorrow the SDLC topics will be there. So that I will be putting it again in the notes and sending it to you.
Yeah,